Everyone, and welcome to
the Women's Cave. Oh my goodness, y'all! I think maybe we have.
I'm trying to be more professional because in the last one before the interview before this, we forgot to introduce ourselves.
Oh yeah, I'm Jade though. So let me just say that I'm Jade right now.
And I will know that.
Yes. High five social distance, y'all.
This COVID's still here.
It's still here.
All right. Will it ever end?
Okay, let's not go there. Let's not go there. Let's talk about seriously. I've been enjoying the beach this year, y'all.
Oh my word,
it's been so great. It's been so great. And every day I go, I'm going to write something. And then I go to the beach and I be like, I have my pen and my paper. I'm ready.
I'm writing nothing.
I'm ready to write. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna listen to my audiobook. And then that's literally what happened. And so that book we have been promising y'all. We'll see it in October. You'll see it in October.
When the beach is closed.
When the beach is done, you'll see it in October. We promise. We promise this time. Like double promise?
No, we'll have to triple promise the next time.
Okay,
so we promise. Do a promise and a half.
We promise and a half. You'll see it in October.
Okay.
Yeah. That's how we're gonna.
But you're not here to hear about. Wait. You find our stuff.
Yeah, you can find all the books that we have written that are already done, y'all, at www.andithoughtladies.com and just and and the Misfit Guys here. But y'all aren't here to hear about us.
You're here to hear about our wonderful guests. Wonderful guests.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Johnthan Rose.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know that I don't have any things that I'm really upset about, or except the last year, last 15 months.
Okay, so
real dog, you know.
Yeah, it has been. So y'all that are listening to the podcast, he has this really fascinating hat. So what's going on with the hat?
What's going on with what?
The hat. You have a very fascinating.
Oh, the hat.
Yeah.
I love hats. And that's what I'm known for, wearing hats. As a matter of fact, a friend said to me, it was really crowded, but I knew you were there because I saw your hat.
Yeah, that's the way. I like it. I like it very much.
That's great. So you're also a writer. Besides having a hat aficionado, you're also a writer. So can you tell us a bit about your writing journey?
Well, I write different kinds of poetry, and I'll give you an idea of a poem that I wrote. Whisperings. I used to understand the whisperings of asparagus and Brussels sprouts back in my early teens when I was a philosopher and a vegetarian. I was one with vegetables, not with carrots, at least not with cooked carrots. Cooked carrots did not speak to me. No, I like the green vegetables, the ones that mothers push, you know? Yet more exotic at that. Brussels sprouts, asparagus, lima beans, named for the capital of Peru, but pronounced like the Ohio town. I still wonder, never a peep from the peas, and I adored peas. My mother's Canadian cousin made his fortune in Brussels sprouts. Temporary immigrants from fields in Mexico. I remember travels to Toronto to visit during the time that vegetables were speaking to me. They were my confidants. They would whisper poetry in Spanish. Their favorite poet was Neruda. This was my Twilight Zone experience. The whisperings predated my knowledge of my mother's cousin's farms and of Neruda's poems. Stranger still, I had just begun learning Spanish. Yet I recall understanding every whispered word. Vegetables no longer speak to me. Perhaps because of chemicals that coat them, perhaps because of the ozone's porous layer. All I know is I strain, I listen, yet hear nothing. No, I strain, I listen, I hear their silence.
Wow.
It's always great to have another poet in the room.
Exactly.
I mean, always love to have them on.
You know,
so what have you found has been your greatest muse for your poetry?
pardon?
What has inspired you the most about your poetry?
To write poetry.
Well, I've been writing since I was 10. Poems, you know, little ditties, you know, and I used to write for my parents. I used to write. They said, we're going to a friend's party tonight, and it's their birthday. I said, well, tell me a little bit about them. Then we'd do this on the way out, you know. And they told me a little bit about them, and I would write a poem for them, and they take it, and it would be the head of the party.
Wow. So you were the party gift. I like it. I like it very much.
It was fun. It was just always fun.
Okay. Exactly. So you're involved with a writers group. Has that helped you in your writing career?
And how?
And if so, how?
Well, it's nice to get together in a group. It's always good, and we're always helping each other. I remember just yesterday, someone was published, and they were all excited about it, and everybody congratulated them. And the next meeting, you know, everybody's going to surprise, you know. This is the first time he's been published, so.
Wow, yeah.
So we're excited. And everybody gets excited about it. And we have 2 or 3 readings a year in group, and everybody looks forward to those. So those are good.
You also have a conference, I believe.
We do have a conference. It's the Mango Writers Conference, and we had that for about 10 years.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
And next year will be the 11th.
Wow.
12th. I don't know. And the book fair has been for 36 years.
Wow.
So that's really exciting, you know.
Yes.
Well, last year was virtual.
Yes.
So, but this coming year is going to be in person again. So that's going to be fun.
Oh, that's exciting. That is definitely exciting.
I know everyone's going to be happy to get out of their house and to go have fun at the book fair.
Yeah.
Because you have to get all the books, because you read all your books.
Yeah.
Now you have to get new books. You have to get new books.
More books, yeah.
Which is great for authors. So you were talking about your writers group and how it's helped you. So if a person is a new writer, right? And they're just like, I'm not sure if I want to go to a group. Will they be supportive? What can they expect?
Well, they can expect a very supportive group. And we try to put a mentor with each new member if they need one, if they ask for one, you know, someone to help them get acquainted with the group. And that's always fun.
That sounds great.
That sounds great. I mean, really, this is really
sounds like
nice.
a group I need to be a part of.
Right, but
I want to live in
Florida, though.
I know.
Oh, yeah, but it's all right. Thank you. So you've written poetry all of your life. Has that helped you release? Like, I know some people say, like, I know sometimes I write poetry just because I'm really happy or really sad or really whatever, you know, like.
Does it help you process emotions and get everything down on paper? Like when you write it
Sure,
down?
Sure, it does.
And do you think you'll ever move into novels?
Do I what?
You think you'll ever write a novel?
I'm working on a couple now.
Oh.
I finished one with 2 other writers.
Okay.
We're having problems editing it now.
Of course.
And
editing is the hardest process.
Yeah, that's the hardest process. Well, one guy is through with it. I mean, he says, I've had it.
Oh,
You two edited it. So
That's what order it be. So days we'd be like, if this editor sends it back with one more red line, and then you'd be like, well, there's the other red line. Let's get to work.
And he's written like 4 books.
Yeah.
But I don't know what he did before,
Well, editing is always that difficult process. I mean, because
it's hard to do with collaborating because I think before the end, I thought, ladies, I had my individual career, and then collaborating with people. That's a different set of skills. So maybe that's what it is. It's a different set of skills,
right? And then so I like to say it, when you write something, it's like your baby, and then someone's going,
"Oh yeah,
but your baby's not cute." You're like, "Excuse me," but it is. But I mean, like the editing process is one of those really interesting process because at the end it's going to be better than where it started. But then, like in the middle, when you see all those red lines, you're like, "Well, darn it, I have to write more. I have to write more."
So, do you have books by yourself as well that you're writing?
Well, I'm an attorney as well, so that helps.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote a lot of poems about flunking out when I was in law school.
Wow. That had to be a very interesting combination, like a lawyer and a poet. That had to be interesting.
Well, it was interesting because this attorney was collecting poems, and he had no background in poetry, and yet I sent him one of my best poems, and he said, "Hey, didn't like it. So could I change it to?" I said, "No." And all my poet friends said, "Yeah, come on. I mean, you don't change a poem. You suggest." He didn't really have it all going,
Yeah.
So I didn't like it. I didn't like it. So he just put me in the book.
Oh, hey, you still got it in the book.
Put my name in.
That's interesting. That's
yeah.
Wow. All right.
I mean, you know how they say in Hollywood, if you still if you got the producer credit and you ain't do nothing, take it anywhere.
Take it.
The credit's worth it. Your name being in the book is worth it.
Yeah.
Just as much as writing it.
Well, where can people find out more about you and read your lovely poems?
Well, the thing is, I don't have my poems printed yet. I'm going to get around to that this year.
Oh, well, so your book of poetry is forthcoming in 2021. So we're super excited.
It's in my head.
I like it. Well, now it's out there. Now you're going to have to do it.
Yeah.
People are going to be looking for it. I'm going to be looking for it.
And then where can people find out more about about the South Florida Writers Association and the Mango Conference?
Well, they can look up South Florida Writers Association .org. And we've got a really nice website. And
it has a lot of information on it, and you can learn a lot.
Really nice website designed by one of our members, because it's an all-volunteer organization.
Wow.
This is amazing.
I mean, I go to the South Florida stuff and look at what they're having. I went to the conference this year and it was fabulous.
Learned so much.
At the Mango Conference this year, y'all. It was fabulous. So thank you.
Where are you guys from?
Maryland.
But it was on Zoom, so we just were like, we got the ticket that came on.
And originally I'm from Detroit.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. Wow.
I used to go shopping there.
Yes. Good pizza.
My old shopping and great pizza.
Okay, we're getting sidetracked. We can't do that.
All right, let's wrap up the show.
Yeah, right. We have to wrap up the show. Okay.
Jade, wrap us up.
Yeah, you can find out everything your ladies are doing on www.andithoughladies.com. While you're there at the bottom, see charities that we probably support. Maybe you can support them also. We thank you in advance for that. And just remember, y'all, wisdom is all around you if
you're open to finding it and accepting it. So peace and love, you guys, from Winona
and Jade. Bye-bye. Oh, yeah, thanks for listening.